What is up, everybody? It is Wick, and I'm inside of a Goodwill. We're at it again, looking for things to flip. That's the name of the game. Just hitting these stores as many times as possible, trying to find deals. And here's one, this Gestures game, which I mentioned in the last video. I thought I bought it at the other Goodwill, but it's actually this video, brand new sealed. Those sell on Amazon pretty well at around $60. Will make some money on eBay too if you wanted to sell it on there. If you're not selling on Amazon, which a lot of people aren't selling on Amazon, I get asked a lot about Amazon. It's really hard for new sellers to get into Amazon just because of the way things have changed. Even people that are old school like me, that's been on there for 15 years, that are grandfathered in a lot of stuff, there's still a ton of restrictions, and every day they just make it more difficult to sell on there. So I would suggest just selling on eBay, and once you master that, once you have a lot of inventory coming in, maybe you can look at Amazon and see if that works for you. But if you're new, definitely I wouldn't focus on Amazon right away. There is potential there. And every year I ask myself, was it worth it to do Amazon? And so far it is, because I still bring in money, I still bring in profit. I thrift enough to find good items to sell on Amazon to make like the $40 a month worth it. Have to pay like $400 a year for insurance to sell on there. So there's all kinds of things you got to look at when you're selling on there. But right now we're in Goodwill, and I'm mostly looking for things to sell on eBay. And we're checking out the board games at this Goodwill. Lots of good ones. Well, I don't know about good ones, but there's a decent amount on the shelf. I didn't see anything I don't think I got at this Goodwill. There's a garbage truck down there. I've mentioned the Brooder garbage trucks. I think that's how you pronounce it. Some of those can actually be worth picking up. They'll sell for $50, $60 in good condition. Here's a box of, I don't know what that is. $9.99. I didn't recognize any of it. Some sort of play set. Probably could have, went in there and looked at it. They tape up these boxes sometimes, and just not worth trying to figure it out to me. See a doll there. See some bowling pins. Checkers set, is that what that is? Let me know in the comments if you see anything I may have missed. It's easy to miss stuff when there's this much, and of course I've mentioned my vision is poor, so it's crazy how much I miss. Of course, while I'm out, I stop in Lowe's. They got a lot of clearance fan deals here, and I ended up picking up 9 fans here. I've already sold 3 of those. Quite a big discount. I got this as well. House humidifier. Some of those are worth picking up if you can, get them at a good price. There's the prices down there. So really good deals. Just because they're $300 and marked down to $74, it doesn't mean they're worth picking up, because on eBay they might only be selling for like $100, right? So you have to do your research. Never go off of just a tag. This is the only one I found that was worth it, where I could almost double my money. And I don't think I have any of that stuff in the haul, because I just took it to storage after that. So yeah, I'll just put a total of what I think to make on that on the screen for you. And I got some stuff in this Goodwill that's interesting me. And up here is a commercial blender, which I touch. I'm like, ooh, blender. And I'm like, ooh, some dwarves. Get distracted easy. So I grabbed the drawers because they felt like they were old and well made. Of course, I'll talk about those more in the haul. I also grabbed the commercial blender. It's a good one. So I did not leave that. Toys, again. I feel like I get toys a lot in these videos. Let me know in the comments your favorite sections to look at inside of thrift stores, Goodwills, places like that. I probably should be recording more in just like the glassware and stuff. I just don't seem to find as much. Here's a new cart that's out. Let's check this. Some Squishmallows, some hats. Never find a really good hat in Goodwill, it seems. Every now and then I find one I can sell for 15, 20 bucks. But yeah, those are just like local teams and kind of basic hats there. Got a Leo, looks like a Halloween basket. Inside of this Goodwill, I get in and I see a lot of stuff that they've just brought out. I see a globe, and this is a decent globe, honestly, for $4.99. There was one spot on it that had a little bit of damage, and it wasn't a popular selling one on eBay, so I decided to just, put it back. And I was thinking, like, maybe people are buying these on eBay because you can't buy them anywhere else. Like, where do you buy a globe? You just can't go into Walmart that I know of and buy a globe. Maybe like Amazon has some from some of the overseas sellers. I don't know. But I think a lot of people still like them for decoration and just having them sit around. Up here, I see this Zern commercial faucet, which is nice because they make $200-300 commercial faucets. It was only $4.99, so I do pick that up. I'm going to make some money on that. Up here, I see this. It's a Jimmy Cleveland Browns. It's supposed to sing and do stuff or talk or something. It's missing a flag. It has some damage on the helmet. It was missing a sticker. It looked like they were kind of selling okay, around $25-30, with the flag in better condition. I just put it back. I decided I didn't want to mess with it since it had the flaws, and I'd be competing with other people who are selling it complete and in better condition. Who knows if it even would work? Lots of Halloween stuff coming out at Goodwill now, and Goodwill's a little bit greedy. Of course they're greedy, but they're more greedy around Halloween because they price up shoes and other things, like some clothing that they may be able to say, oh, this is Halloween type clothing because it's a leather jacket or something. They'll price it a lot higher. Everything with an orange sticker, which is Halloween, you're not allowed to return it. So I bought a couple things today that's, electronics. So I'd like to return them if they don't work, So just kind of, I don't know why they do that. Like these boots here, they just pulled over. Just kind of basic boots. It's weird that they do that. But I found some great stuff today. Let me show you everything I got. Check it out, I got some junk to flip. This is from about a week of sourcing thrift stores. Went to 1 or 2 a day. Let's start back here with this blender. This is a commercial blender, Wolfgang Puck. I've never bought one of these before, but usually commercial means they're worth more money. It was $9.99. I looked it up. I saw a decent amount of comps selling for around $80 to $100. Seems to be in good condition. Hopefully it works, and I'll be able to cash in on that. Had some good shoe finds this week. Picked up these Hoka shoes for only $5. They are very clean for the bottom soles, which is common. These are only $5, and I should be able to sell those for probably around $70, to be honest. In that condition, it's very rare to find Hoka shoes in good condition. I see them all the time, but they're usually just worn down because people wear them a lot. They're good shoes. Probably shouldn't have bought these Looney Tunes Converse shoes. I don't think they're worth a whole lot. I briefly looked them up. I did see some selling for like $20-25, I think. I don't know if they're the exact same style, but since they're unique, I should be able to make some money. They're actually a women's size. I think I was charged $2.99 for them. I don't know. Are they a women's size? No, women's size 7. So I believe I was charged $2.99 for them, the youth size, but either way, I should make some profit on them. I got these LeBron shoes too. Very cool and pretty good condition. Got some dirt around the edges, but I didn't see any major damage. These look like they're about $60-70 shoes in this condition. Should be able to make some good profit on them. I'm no expert in Jordan or Nike counterfeit shoes, replicas, but I'm not seeing any major red flags just looking at them. I'll probably do a little bit of research just to make sure they're not obviously fake or something. Down here on the chair, I got 2 pairs of these New Balance shoes, and I knew these were pretty good because I've sold them before, got them at garage sales. You can see they got some dirt and stains on them, but honestly, that kind of stuff will wipe right off with a magic eraser. It's worth the time because I can sell them for $30 each. And the sell-through rate on these, they're really good. So not bad at all, make some good profit. Got a pair of these San Antonio Shoe Company shoes, free times. Pre-owned, these things are starting to get pretty saturated on eBay, right? They're not too difficult to find. I've sold them new plenty of times for over $100. Sold them used plenty of times for like $30. The more strange the size is, I guess if there's a more common size, they don't sell as fast, but should have no problem selling these for $25-30. I've sold every pair I've ever listed. As long as you price them competitively, they move eventually. Don't expect an overnight sell. Here's a pair of Merrell shoes. I was leaving, I already paid for some stuff, and I decided to go back and use the restroom. They had pulled out 2 carts, and I got some items. These are pretty good Merrells. They'll sell for like $29.99 plus shipping. Again, this is another one of those shoe brands that's kind of saturated on eBay. So they're not fast sellers at all. But even if I have to lower them to like $20, I'm still making profit, right? Someone will definitely buy them at 20 very quickly. I got a pair of these Gold Cup Sperry shoes. They kind of got the weave look here. I rarely buy Sperry's just because they are very saturated and very hard to move, the common ones. But these are in great condition and they're unique. I saw a pair sell for $39.99. Some others between $30 and $40. So yeah, I think I'm going to price those $35-$40. Again, only paid $5 for them. I'll give them a shot. I don't think I've ever sold any Sperry's like this before. I've sold some other weave type shoes. What are they called? The Sunstep shoes. So we'll see how fast those move. Adding up the estimated shoe profits, I'll make some good money when they eventually sell. Over here, I got this like rooster stained glass weather vane. This was $6.99. It originally didn't sell for much. I see like a Value City tag on there, which I guess Value City, isn't that a thrift store? Or kind of like a Marshall's or something? They sold it for $12.99. It seems to be new in box. But what made me buy it was there was one on eBay someone had listed for $150. There was no sign of any solds in the last 3 years. So I'm going to come in and price this like $50 plus shipping, right? I'm not going to price it $150. At $6.99, I just want to get it on there cheaper than the other person, hopefully move it. This takes me back to a glorious time of reselling. About 8 or 9 years ago. These Lifetone, they're like bedside clock fire alarms. So they're for people who are hard of hearing. So if there's a fire, you know, you get a closer alarm. Plus it has something that shakes. Like you stick this under your pillow and it will vibrate. So you know there's a fire and it'll wake you up since you can't really hear a fire alarm, right? Now I found some of these out in the wild. I found one at Goodwill one time and I sold it for like $150 on Amazon. Then I found one at an estate sale. I was selling them for like $150, $175. Then I was buying them on eBay. I ended up buying, I think it was like 20. I got them for like $50 a piece from somebody, brand new. And I was selling them on Amazon for $175, $200 at that point. So making some great profit on them. But they're not worth that much now. I think it's a restricted item on Amazon anyway. But still, even $20 to $30 selling this for. I only paid $3.99. It should sell at some point. At the thrift store, I picked up this Philips combo unit for $5. Hopefully it works. I have plenty of Philips remotes upstairs, so should be able to sell that for about $60 to $70 with a remote tested and fully working. Here's one of those items I just grabbed off the cart when I went to the restroom. Probably shouldn't have bought this. Honestly, it's a vintage wrestling figure, which you think would be worth money, but they're usually not. And it was $5.99, which I don't even know if I paid attention to the price when I just grabbed it. I'm like, oh, I want this. It is one of those that it's worth like $13, $15 new. So what's going to happen with that when I sell a bunch of loose wrestling figures? I'll probably throw that in with it just to spice up the lot. But I also picked up this card game. I just figured I'd throw it in with the rest of my board games that I'm just holding on to maybe possibly play with some people eventually. I think it's worth like $10. But this I also bought blind because I'm a fan of the show. It's Death Note and it was like $3.99. I'm like, yeah, why not? Didn't really expect it to be worth selling, but it is. It's selling quite well new, which I believe this is new. They put tape on it, but I think the boxes, aren't originally sealed on those. Selling new for like $40, $50. Since the box is beat up, I'll probably sell it for like $40. I don't think I like it enough to keep it if I can sell it for $40, Here's a bag of these vintage, like Snow White, Seven Dwarves, and I didn't know what these really were, but I could tell they were old and heavy duty. They're like really heavy resin. It's only $3.99 for the whole bag. Turns out they're something you put on like garden pots to sit on there. Couldn't find any marks, but using Google Lens, I saw someone trying to sell some for like 10 a piece. I don't know, I'll probably lot them all together for like $20, honestly. At the thrift store for $1, I also got this Olympus camera. It's a decent one. I think it was selling for like $25, $30. For $1, I'm just gonna buy that, right? Here's something that was pretty exciting. I was looking through all the DVDs at the thrift store and I started seeing these initial Ds. I saw 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now, I think it was last year, or it may have been 2 years ago at this point. I found the whole set at a garage sale. I paid $10 for. I think I sold them for like $90 very quickly. I think they're worth even more now. I think if I had the whole set, I could probably sell them for at least $150. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any more. Selling 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I bet you I could sell them for $20, $25. They're complete and in good condition. So we'll give that a shot. They were only $0.25 a piece, so I don't have any money into them really. Picked up a couple of Halloween items to give a try to. I got this vintage 90s Trendmaster skull. It was $4.99. And if anyone's Goodwills are like the ones around me during Halloween, they absolutely try to rip you off. They pull like Halloween looking shoes, like a lot of boots, and they price them a lot higher. They don't allow returns on Halloween stuff. So I don't know. I can't return this if it doesn't work. I'm just out of $5. But I saw some listed for like $40, $50. And checking the comps, I saw some, not this exact one, but some similar Trendmaster skulls selling for like 30, 40 bucks. So I figured I'd give it a try with Halloween around the corner. Same with this crystal ball. I think this was $3.99. There's a couple listed for around $50, but there's no sold comps. I think I went back and looked 3 years and saw one though sell for like $30. So I'm probably going to price that $30, give it a shot. Hopefully it works. It seems to be in good condition. I don't know what it's supposed to do, if it talks or what, but it does something. I've had good luck with some of the vintage Trendmaster stuff selling it, so the Halloween stuff should be good. Selling both of these around Halloween. Got a stack of pretty cool items here. Here's an Uno Flash. This is a pretty rare game. Looks like it could be complete, good condition, working. It is interesting, it came from Goodwill years ago, because there's the old Goodwill sticker for $1.99. Inflation, I guess, caused it to be $2.99 now, but still a great deal. It sells for over $70 pre-owned on Amazon, and on eBay, you're still looking at like $40 complete and working, so not bad. Here's another thing what came from Goodwill years ago, because there's the sticker, $5.99. Again, they raised the price, sold it for $6.99. This is a Swing Master. It's kind of like an exerciser. It's supposed to increase blood flow or something in your legs. This thing will sell for, well, it's looking like between $40 and $70. I should be able to sell that for. I'm paying $7. Hopefully it works. Then down here, I got this Zern. This is a commercial faucet. Something you'd have in a business where you like push the button on the faucet and it like runs water for like a certain amount of time and then stops. Looks like it's in there, new, complete. What did I pay for this? $4.99, which is pretty good. I saw some listed different models for like $150, $200. This one, I did see one sell for $95. So I'm probably pricing it somewhere like $75 to $80, right? Give that a shot. And then below it, I got these speakers, and these take me back because this is something I bought a lot of at Lowe's years ago on clearance. Paid $5 for them. They are new in box. The box is just really beat up. So I'll be selling them on eBay. And honestly, I found in my death pile within the last year, some of these I never sold on Amazon because the box was beat up. I think I sold them for $50 plus shipping. So I'm going to try to sell these for $50 plus shipping as well. And they should sell at some point. But there it is, everybody. That is my thrifting haul for this week. I appreciate you watching. If you could hit that like button before you go, I'd appreciate it even more. Check and make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell, share the video, do whatever you want to do to help me out. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.